At the conclusion of every NBA season, the NBA selects its 5 best players to help determine who will make it on the All-NBA team. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jose Ramos Jr. Welcome back to another video, and you would know that this is part 4 of a series in which I select the 5 best wrestlers of each WWE era, creating the All-WWE team. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep up to date with all the pro wrestling content that I produce, as well as check out the other videos revolving around the New Generation era, the Golden Era, and the Attitude Era, where I also select 5 of the best wrestlers of those eras. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's discuss the All-WWE PG Era team. The WWE PG era began in 2008 when they began to kind of steer away from a more TV-14 product. Obviously, we saw less and less of blood on WWE TV, and this would run all the way to 2013 where they reached the WWE reality era, which we will get to. But for this video, it really wasn't that difficult. I will say the 5th member of the team became kind of an interesting conversation to have, just because there were very few stars that I felt met the criteria. But the first 4 was a breeze. Of course, we're starting off with the face of the franchise, the face that ran the place in the WWE PG era, John Cena. What can I say that I haven't said in previous videos? He's one of the greatest of all time. He is a multiple-time world champion, and he was the face of the WWE. In this era, we had him facing the likes of Batista. We had his feud with Edge, Randy Orton, CM Punk, just to name a few. He was the top merch seller. He was the face. He was everything that the WWE was presented as in this time period. I don't feel like you can't say any more. Like, you say the name John Cena and it's self-explanatory. So with number 2, I do have Edge. Now, Edge was with the WWE during this era until 2011, where he was forced to retire due to his neck injuries. But being that it was a 3-year stretch in which he was still a main event star, he was still putting quality work, quality stories, and was one of the top guys on Friday Night SmackDown and Monday Night Raw, how could I not include Edge? I feel like Edge earned his spot as one of the top baby faces and top heels at this time period, and knowing had he not suffered that injury, he would have been going strong still. He would have finished out the era still. He probably would still be wrestling to this day without interruption. Of course, we know Adam Copeland to have make a return to wrestling at AEW, but who's to say it wouldn't have been interrupted by that injury? At number 3, we do have Randy Orton. This was where Randy Orton really defined himself as the Viper. In 2009, he would turn heel and face the McMahons and have this blood feud with Triple H. He would form Legacy. He would have the WWE Championship multiple times over, which has become a very popular phrase in these video series, because I feel like if you're winning the World Championship, how can I not include you? He would have feuds, memorable feuds, like with Christian over the summer of 2011, that really forced him to adapt his wrestling style, because there was a time being where Randy Orton was seen as very formulaic. His matches were always basically the same. It had the same template, and he was basically running through the motions, but the talent was always still there. And Randy Orton during the PG era became the foil to John Cena at some point. But this next individual, I really think, is the perfect foil to John Cena, where John Cena represents the corporate style of WWE and the real sports entertainment side of pro wrestling. This guy represented the independent circuit. He represented the internet fan, because he spoke his mind to the lengths that the WWE didn't want wrestlers to do so. Of course, I'm talking about CM Punk. CM Punk was a star during the Ruthless Aggression era, but he didn't crack the ceiling until 2008 when he won the Money in the Bank briefcase to cash in on Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship, and then he would do so again the following year, cashing in on Jeff Hardy. But when we saw the Straight Edge Society gimmick come out, and he had the group with Luke Gallows, Joey Mercury, and Serena Deeb, that is where his heel work took it to another level. Soon after, he would become the new leader of the New Nexus, and from then we saw his feud with John Cena blossom into one of the best aspects of WWE television in many years. Of course, there was the pipe bomb, there was his 434-day reign as WWE Champion, his feud with The Rock and The Undertaker. One could argue that CM Punk was really the MVP of WWE for a few years of a stretch from 2011 to 2013, and ultimately he would leave in 2014 and wouldn't come back to the WWE until 2023. But finally, for our fifth and final member of the team, it's an individual who never left. He was a homegrown talent in FCW. He would then come up to Monday Night Raw, or before that he would come to ECW and then Monday Night Raw in 2009, and would win the WWE Championship in December at the TLC pay-per-view event, defeating John Cena in a tables match. For those who are big wrestling fans, you would know that this is already the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, who would win the Royal Rumble, the United States Championship, the Tag Team Championships, the King of the Ring tournament. He established himself as a star during the PG era, and looking at his accomplishments, I could not leave him off. Of course, I look at guys like The Miz, who is an honorable mention, who built himself as one of the top heels, but I couldn't put him on inverse of Sheamus. I really think that Sheamus earned his spot here. So in review, our five, we have John Cena, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Edge, and Sheamus. But of course, my list isn't the perfect list. It's my opinion. What do you guys think? Who would you put on the WWE list for PG era wrestlers? Who would you take off? And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep up to date with these videos. And with that being said, we'll see you in the next video where I cover the WWE reality era, running from 2013 to 2016. Until then, I'll see you.